The preacher talks to Annie, basically saying the obvious: Homelander is not God, but he still decides to believe in him. But then we get like a scene that I'm pretty mixed on. So Black Knight basically killed off a billion fishes to piss off the Deep, and the Deep gets so mad they and the Deep gets so mad that and the Deep gets so mad that he offs Black Noir. But like Black Noir could fly up, but Black Noir can fly up. Black Noir can fly up and like get. But I think Black Noir can easily get free. But I think Black Noir can easily get free from this. He can fly up and just like get the get that thing out of his neck. But I think Black Noir can easily. But I think Black Noir can easily get free from like strangulation. He has super strength, and he can basically fly. So he can basically get free from this. You would think like his neck is super strong, but no. He just dies by getting stabbed. Like, what? Well, I guess he's dead. Well, that was pretty disappointed for Black Noir. I was expecting like a last minute fight at the last episode, but I guess they have something else planned. I'm thinking this is making me think that this scene was just there to make Deep even. I'm thinking that this scene was made. I'm thinking this scene was made to make Deep even more hateable. Homelander talks to the man, pressing him, asking where the boys are. Bombsight finally shows up. Homelander is losing his Homelander is losing his shit. But we get a really cool scene of the old man saying that no matter what happens, you will always drop eventually. Basically, no matter what you do, just how good you are, you will always fall off of your prime. No matter who you are, how good you are, it will always happen. You can be Michael Jordan, the best player for. You can be Michael Jordan, the best player of the. You can be Michael Jordan, the best player of your generation, and the best player of the. And the best player of all time, but eventually he won't. Eventually, you will get off your prime, and this is something. And this is something that Homelander doesn't understand. There's a reason why he wants the V1. He wants to stay young, but he wants to be unbeatable, but he mostly is scared of aging out of his prime. So say so apparently Sage called apparently so apparently Sage called Sage called Soldier Boy to beat Bombsight's ass, which is which sounds like a terrible idea. But anyways they start scrapping. Left, right, block, smack, block, left. They're going crazy. Soldier Boy swings a big right, grabs him, grabs him and slamming his body. Then another right, Bombsight grabs him, throwing multiple rights. Soldier Boy grabs a piece of metal and starts beating bro. No. Soldier Boy grabs a piece of metal and starts beating bro with all the rage of our old racists from the 1950s. They take this outside, but for some reason they stop fighting, and they start talking like weirdly brotherly. Now maybe I missed this like a few episodes ago. Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention, but I think these guys are supposed to be like brothers, and they kind of look similar. So I gotta assume they're brothers, right? Homelander pulls up convincing bro to give him the V1, but not really. Soldier Boy is only giving him the V1 because of Stormfront, which sounds like a terrible idea. Soldier Boy doesn't even like Homelander, to be real. So Sage, this was your plan? The smartest. So Sage, this was your plan. She looks shocked that Soldier Boy gave him the V1. You know that's his son, right? So, this was your plan, huh? The smartest, the smartest, the smartest woman alive, everybody. Now Homelander is invincible because of Sage's terrible plan. Now, now Homelander is invincible. Now, now Homelander is invincible. Now Homelander is invincible because of Sage's terrible plan. Now everybody is invincible because of Sage's terrible plan to bring up Soldier Boy. This episode was flawed, but way better than the other episode. This episode was pretty flawed, but way better than the other episode I've been. This episode was. This episode was flawed, but way better than the other episodes, to be honest. Stuff where I actually did enjoy this episode, but let's get to episode 7. It starts with Homelander happy as hell. Wait. What happened in episode 6? In episode 6, like, everybody was in danger. Everybody was around Soldier Boy. Everybody was around Homelander. Butcher was just like a few meters away from him. You're telling me that this superhuman with super hearing did not hear Butcher just a few meters away? No, just cut to him fucking around in the White House. And for some reason, Homelander just casually murders the president. And we finally get to see the V1 characters. Well, I don't really care about them, but I am glad they're getting a role. Nope, they just get kicked out of the show again. Okay, what was the point of bringing them again? The boys are trying to give Kimiko the same abilities as those. The boys are trying to give Kimiko the same abilities as Soldier Boy. Homelander disassembles the 7, meaning that the Deep doesn't have a job anymore. Then we get a really weird scene of Sage basically giving up. Are you serious? Just like that? Aren't you like the smartest woman alive? You didn't have like a plan B or C? Like, what the hell is going on? You couldn't predict the emotional reaction of a father trying to protect his son. What the hell is going on? You're supposed to be smart. Then we get a really good scene of Homelander making this weird Jesus passing the torch ceremony. Then we get this really weird scene of like people watching a trailer of like Homelander getting like becoming God or anything. Like they're trying to see they're trying to see the reaction of the people. But anyways, we get to see my favorite scene of this episode. Soldier Boy calling out Homelander on his BS. Telling him he's not a god.